Good morning, folks. Tim Fraser, ZENtegration.com. I am in Sedona, Arizona, and I was thinking today I might take a little different approach to some of our Zen talks. So we'll start with this. This is kind of the drive in and out of Sedona area. And those of you who have been here, this is a little bit of reminiscing for you. What you're looking at straight ahead of yourself right there is Bell Rock. Yeah, I know, there's a big semi somehow deciding that he's going to navigate some very small roundabouts. Let's see how this is going to go for him. And so, I was thinking this morning about there are places on this planet that are really quite spectacular in terms of the energy signatures of the place. Sedona is clearly one of those places. What you're looking at straight in front of you right there is Bell Rock. Bell Rock is known as the anchor point in this region. So it's not just about Sedona, it's really in this region of the United States that is the anchor point of the energetic equivalent to the Egyptian pyramids of Giza. So if you guys understand how the ley lines work, and I'm sure some of you have probably heard about just back out a little bit. Some of you have probably heard about the energies that people can feel. A lot of people will use those dowsing rods to find water. We'll find energy lines on this planet. Sedona has tons of them, and they flow around the world. And there's what's called major energy lines and secondary energy lines. And both of those energy lines have some resonance point on the other side of the planet. That's kind of how they all connect. So what I wanted to do is just talk a little bit about how these energy lines play, because a lot of people think of energy, and that's Bell Rock. I'm going to see if I can give you a good view of it. A lot of these energy lines have been mapped, and if you actually go on the internet and you look at the world, the globe, and look at it from an energetic alignment perspective, there's many places on this planet where the energy lines are strong, they converge, and there's the intersection of multiple of them. So Giza is one of those locations on the planet. There's also areas around the world which are really positive energy lines. Some of them generates what I call, I don't mean positive as in good and bad, okay? So there's been discussion around there's energy, and energy has a frequency, so there's a positive and negative cycles to how energy flows, and you can look at any one of those cycles as positive or negative depending on which side of the cycle that you see the energy on. And some people just feel good in the energy line, some people feel kind of crazy and feel unstable. So when I talk about energy, I don't mean a judgment on energy is good or bad. It is just what it is. You don't say electricity as it flows through the wire is behaving good or behaving bad. It's just electricity, right? So think of the energy of this planet really like the nervous system of this planet. There's energy lines that have been mapped because the actual electrical flow and the energy flow on the surface and under the surface of this planet actually help create the lifeblood and connect the dots around the planet, just like your body does. You have nerves and they all connect, and you have pressure points and you have meridian points. All those things connect. So consider Sedona to be one of those meridian points, where if you go to somebody who's doing reflexology and they press on your toes, or they put a little pressure point in one of those areas, and you just go, I can't believe that hurts so much. You didn't even know it hurt. It hurt. So that's what's going on this planet. We have all these pressure points, and we have all these energy points. And your awareness of these will really help you understand not only how we as humans live on this planet, and we actually contribute to the energy frequencies of this planet, but we also live inside the energy frequencies of the ley lines and the energy of Gaia, Mother Earth. So if you guys are interested, just Google some of this stuff. You'll find some interesting grids, and you can actually probably map where you are living and how this plays into your energy frequencies. Hey Edwin, good to see you, man. So the energy frequencies around Sedona are really spectacular. It's well known around the globe that this is actually a vortex center, vortex capital of the world. And it's a combination of, I think, some things happening here. I might lose the internet just for a little bit when I'm driving, so I'm going to go through a bad spot. But anyway, so the energy frequencies of Sedona is not just the alignment of the ley lines around the world, and specifically tied to the energy coming off of the pyramids of Egypt, but also very much aligned to the geology of this area. There's a very high concentration of iron in the earth here, and the iron actually takes the energy that is coming from all around the planet that connects into the major lines, which connect into the concentration point, which is right at Bell Rock, which is what you saw earlier. That comes up through the earth. That comes up in the earth in concentration points all over Sedona. There's like 24 places around Sedona you can go and take vortex tours, and you can stand on these sites. The trees grow in crooked ways, so you actually see how the direction of the energy flow is. That's the direction in which the trees will flow. Trees will grow. You'll see them twisting within themselves, the branches twisting within themselves. You'll also, if you talk to the Native Americans, this is a healing place for them to come in and use the energy of this land as a healing place. So a tremendous amount of healing that goes on in this area because of not only the energy of the ground, but also the altitude, the energy of coming off the people, all the frequencies that we are holding in this space. So anyway, I wanted to just start with today is a little bit of a Sedona, about how Sedona plays into this, and how your body system is actually a mirror of this. So if you have not actually mapped out your chakras, understand your meridian points around the body, there's plenty of resources on the internet to do some checking on that. My sister's okay. Looks like we're back for a little bit. Let's see how long the internet holds. So the energy frequencies of your body are a mirror of hey Bruce, good to see you, man. So the energy frequencies of your body are just as much tied to the planet's energy systems. So think about your chakras. Google on it. You can get a lot of information. My sister Sabrina Wellendorf, if you just go WELLENDORF, just SabrinaWellendorf.com. She has a chakra class. She does. She lives in the Oklahoma area, Tulsa, Oklahoma area. So if you're anywhere around that, you can go take a class. She does yoga and all that. But anyway, plenty of people can talk about this. And lots of resources. So that'll help you understand the connection points between your body, which is really those connection points on this planet, how the energy frequencies are held, and what the power of that is. Almost like once you get the electrical flow of the current around your body working, just like the electrical flow of the current around the earth, the healing occurs. You can actually get a lot more benefit of your nutrition, your food, the passageway of your electrons and passing through your system, so you get a lot of more self-awareness. You start tapping into things that you probably didn't tap into before. So it's an amazing thing to just be aware of, guys. Now, if you want to go a little bit more deeper, there's 7 chakras that are the main chakras. In between each chakra, there's some sub-chakras. That's the advanced course, guys. So if you want to understand that connects the points between the points, and that's the minor lines. Just like on the Earth, the ley lines have the major lines, and then there's the minor lines. They go all the way north to south, east to west. There's no place on the planet these lines don't go, but there are stronger lines and there are weaker lines. And so take a look where you live. Map out the Yeah, so map out the energy frequencies of the planet against where you live, and see what that does for you. You know, you'll know whether or not, you know, you are in an area that has got a lot of you know, strong energy. Can you feel it? Sometimes people feel it when they walk in the woods. They walk on a certain line, and they can feel. You can actually taste the change in the energy in the air. You can get the sensory feel through the air, or with you get negative ions, higher negative ions. Just like when you walk next to a stream, the energy actually of the stream, the water bubbling through the rocks, through the friction and through the motion, creates negative ions, which is why people love walking in the woods. This fresh smell air of negative ions in the air. All that stuff is the same, guys. It's not just, you know, hocus pocus, you know, yeah, we got energy around. It's quite frankly scientifically all aligned. There's nothing magic here. So get to know your body, get to know your chakras, get to know your energy frequencies, get to know your locations. By the way, one more thing about the energy lines. If you look at the study called astrocartography, ASTROCARTA or OGROPHY, something like that. Google it, spell it right. There are people who will actually do a reading and a mapping of where you're living against your best place for you to, this what's best aligned for your energy frequencies, for your business, for your love line, for your health. All that stuff can be mapped out, and those are basically mapping against the energy lines on the planet. There's some interesting charts you can reach about that, but you need a professional to kind of read that for you. So Google online next to you. You know, there's a lot of people online will do this for you remotely, so you don't have to be next to them. So anyway, enjoy the concept of reading the planet, reading the lines of the planet, reading the lines in your body. There's lots of things we can talk about the energy lines in your body and how it plays into ZENtegration and the integration of your heart, mind, body, spirit. And you have to remember, your brain is really not your main control point of energy in your body. Your brain actually has less electrical signal and power than your actual heart does. So if you get down to it, your heart is the strongest electrical pulse generator in your body. And be true to your heart. Be aware that your heart is the center of your energetic system in your body. So I will leave you to that. ZENtegration.com. Love you guys, and post comments if you like what I have to say. If you want to know more about these concepts, I'll be happy to give you some more resources. Hey, a really cool thing, if you want, is go on to Spirit Science, or just Google or go to YouTube and YouTube Spirit Science. He used to have a website called spiritscience.net. I think he just recently shifted it over. He's got tons of stuff that is done in animation format to help you understand this whole energy context. He does a lot more things, more than just energy, about spirituality and all that, but focus just on energy. As a matter of fact, on ZENtegration.com or on Facebook ZENtegration, we just recently posted some of his videos, which specifically talks about crystals. And we really did that because a lot of people are asking me about these bracelets that we made, and they're available for sale on ZENtegration. So they want to know about what the crystals can do for them. Honestly, you need to understand. I mean, I come from a scientific background, and I want to understand what these crystals can do for people. I want to get these out there to as many people as possible, because this is really an energetic flow alignment in your body that helps you live a better life and helps you have a healthier life. So I want that to be for everybody. I want this accessible to everybody. So research, go find some stuff. Go sit in a place that's close to you. Bruce probably remembers when we lived in Colorado Springs. We used to go. We had access to some amazing places up in the Red Rocks. So Bruce, if you remember that, up next to Denver, the Red Rocks, people would go up there, feel really good. It's all that density of iron in the ground, and that focuses the energy. I'm basically living in Sedona, which is doing exactly the same thing. So it's at a massive scale. So enjoy this stuff, guys. Play with it. Have fun. So anyway, Bruce, good to see you online. And Edwin, good to see you too, man. It's a pleasure to have you on, and you guys can pass on this information to people who are there. Edwin lives in Phoenix, and I'm sure he's been up to Sedona a few times. So Maybe we can hook up the next time you're up here for a beer. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Be good. Light and love. Have a good day. Bye.